morning. Yesterday was a great day in terms of productiveness. When Wayne got home, we went to a kosher shop, or actually I met him at a kosher shop. So I will show you my haul of that later. But we have now officially run out of food. Like, I finished my last 2 slices of bread for breakfast. So I think I'm hoping to go for a run later. I've just had breakfast, so I need to wait. But I think once I get back from my run and change and all that, I think I'll do my regular shop. Or at the very least, I want to have eggs. So I'm definitely going to buy eggs. And I don't know what else yet. Because I've still got today and tomorrow lunch, plus technically Saturday. Maybe I'll buy some salad ingredients. Because I've got those, and then I don't know what I'm thinking of. I lost my train of thought, sorry. I was also able to edit a video yesterday, a vlog, which took a while, but I'm glad I've done that. And I think I really want to do yesterday's vlog. I want to edit that because I need to see how long it is. Because I don't know if I'm going to add today to the end of it, or if yesterday is just going to be its own vlog. We shall see. But anyway, plan for today is to do the dishes because they've stacked up again. Go for a run, a short one, but I wanna try. Shop, edit yesterday's video, and then tonight I'm going out. I think that's it. I think that's sort of what's on the cards for today. So I'll take, oh, and I need to do something for this new job. But that should take like 5 minutes, but I need to do it, and I keep forgetting about it. But I'm gonna get started with the dishes, and then I've probably got an hour to chill, so maybe I'll start putting some stuff on my computer from yesterday, and then I need to find the motivation to run. Let's do some dishes, yay! Hello, I finally had the motivation to go for a run, and I went for one and it was quite good, but I will talk about that in my running video. And then I came back and had a shower, and I didn't have like a long shower or wash my hair or anything like that. I did wet my hair, so a bit of the curl has come back. But I knew that I had to do an audition tonight, so I thought I may as well get my makeup on now because I'm not going to be bothered later today. And that way I'm also all made up if I want to do any covers or other YouTube videos. Not that I generally put makeup on, as you well know, for YouTube videos, but it's nice, you know, every once in a while. And especially if I need to wear the makeup anyway. And I didn't do very much different with my makeup, but I feel, and maybe, you know, you can be the judge of this, but I feel like it looks quite good, like better than usual. First of all, I definitely have pinker cheeks, and that's just because I'm still recovering from the run, I think. But I didn't put any makeup there. I did put some sort of like lotion on my face before doing the makeup, which I don't usually do. Maybe that made a difference. I used a different eyeshadow colour, and I actually thought I wasn't going to like it as much, but actually I think it's not bad. I think it's a bit, I don't know if cooler is the right word, or duller, but like usually I go for warmer tones, I think, or brighter. I don't know. Can you see what I'm talking about? I don't know if you can. And then I did go for a slightly different lipstick shade. I have a number of lipsticks in my bag, all of them except one are secondhand from my mum. And this is one that I very rarely wear, but I wore it a couple of weeks ago for an audition, and I was surprised by how well it looked. Like, I thought it suited me quite well. It's probably 100 years old, but it's from the Body Shop, and the colour is, I mean, it says E017QA and nothing else. I don't know if you can read that. Is it upside down? There we go, I think. That's the right way round. There we go. Does that help anyone? And that's what it looks like. Ta-da. And I mean, there's still a decent amount in there, so I'm quite glad with that. I'm not very hungry yet. It is, oh my gosh, I just looked at the clock. It's already 2. But I did have a later breakfast and also a bigger breakfast, so I don't think I'm gonna go shopping yet. Also, obviously, I'm not dressed yet. But I was thinking when I inevitably do go shopping, I might buy some rolls, and then I can have egg with rolls, and I can also have like Nutella still for the next few days. I mean, I'm not eating my healthiest, I know that, but you know, it's Pesach, you do what you can. And I want to show you everything I've bought, but I'll do that later. But yeah, I think with all this and the way I'm feeling, that I might, there's one video I've been wanting to make for years, and I think I might film that one today. And then if I'm up for it, if I'm brave enough to sing, maybe we'll do a cover as well. We'll see. All right, I'll see you later. Hello, I filmed 2 different videos and I'm now quite hungry. So I've got my shopping list, I think. Let's just make sure I do. I do, perfect. And I think I'm gonna head to the shops. Before I do that though, I want to use the shopping bag I have, because I've got 2 bags that are good for Pesach, and then all the rest of my bags are not. So I'm gonna show you all the things I bought, and then I can put them away, and then I can go shopping with those bags. And I'll bring a separate bag, or I'll just hold the bread rolls in my hand. In fact, I should add that to the list. All right, Let me show you. Ta-da! I've just realized I'm gonna, like, I don't have a singular clean surface aside from the one in the cupboard. So I'm gonna be ducking up and down, I think. I'm just angling you a little bit lower. The first thing I found, I was thrilled about. I could not believe it was kosher for Pesach. Bisley. Now bisley I have actually spoken about, especially on the Dear Hopefuls channel, I think, but also I think on our channel. It is a snack that I very much grew up with, more so in my teen years, I would say, less so as a child. And specifically the barbecue flavored ones are the ones that I'm currently a big fan of. Wasn't always. They've got pizza, they've got like onion, I think. They've got a couple of different flavors, but when I saw this, because usually it's like a wheat snack, it even says, look at that, flavored wheat snack. You can't have most wheat things. I mean, technically matzah is made from wheat, but still. So I was looking, usually what we do for Pesach is we have crisps, because there are kosher Pesach crisps, which you can get. And we would buy big, big bags and just eat those through the week. But I don't like crisps very much. I'll eat them, especially during Pesach, but it's really not my favorite snack. So seeing this in the crisps aisle was just game changing. So I hope they taste good. I'm very curious. And yeah, very, very pleased. I got another box of matzahs just in case the ones I have are absolutely rotten. We shall see. I got some cocoa powder to make the chocolate lava muffins that I spoke about. Speaking of, I got some chocolate. This chocolate, I don't know if this is a common thing outside of the Jewish community, but within the Jewish community, it's definitely a very popular brand. It's so nice. And it's meant to be cooking chocolate, but it's the kind of chocolate I could happily just eat bits of. In fact, I probably should have got another bar just for me to enjoy. Ah well, they're very, very nice. We do have these like year round. I don't, but we as a people do. This was also quite a good find. We have had this in the past, but I forgot about it. So when I saw it, I was like, that's a good idea. Just some cake, even though I do intend to make stuff. That's just an easy breakfast, to be honest, and an easy snack. I maybe should have got two. But whatever, we'll manage. Then I got some matzah meal. This is kind of like a replacement flour. I didn't know whether to get the cake mix or the regular, the fine, or there was also a medium. So I got fine and cake, and we'll see. I don't even know how much I need to use, but I think I did see 1 or 2 recipes that require it, so we've got it. Then I got some chocolate chips. Now let me tell you, the first bag of chocolate chips I saw was about the same size as this, and I just picked it up because it seemed like the only one. I didn't see the others yet. And I saw the price and put it right back down. Guess how much? A bag of chocolate chips, admittedly kosher and admittedly kosher for Pesach, but still £9.59. I was like, no thank you. So I think this one was like £3 and I just got that. And I think, again, I've seen various recipes that require chocolate chips. And then, not quite finally, but finally from this bag, some pizza sauce and some canned pineapple because we don't trust the one that I had. And this is for when we inevitably make matzah pizza. And then I don't think I mentioned this yesterday because Wayne came home and we were shopping and everything, but I did empty out one of the shelves and I wiped it and cleaned it and made it kosher for Pesach. And on that shelf, I put some grated cheese, again, for the matzah pizza, or even just grilled matzah cheese pizza, whatever. Grilled, like a cheese toasty, but with matzah. And then Wayne also got some meat, like slices to put on the matzah in case he wants some meat. So that's everything. I'm now going to go out again and I will hopefully, I'm hoping it won't take too long. Like I've got a list. The list isn't crazy long. I know where most things are. Hopefully it'll be okay. I'm not really in the mood, but we'll manage. The question is, should I buy milk now or not? I've still got milk, which I can use until Saturday morning. Will I be needing milk between Saturday and Monday night? Because theoretically I could go to the shops Monday night. I don't think so. I don't think there's anything that would require it so urgently. Let me just check my recipe does. Although I don't know if I'll be cooking before. The main recipe like I care about is the chocolate lava muffin. Everything else we'll figure out. No, that one doesn't need it. Just oil, 5 eggs. I'm gonna be buying a lot of eggs. Sugar, potato starch. Oh, I need to, yeah, but I think that's on my list. Yeah, perfect, brilliant. Okay, let's go. I'm back. Tired, obviously. I got these, which I think we've had in the past, and honestly, they'll carry us through, I'm hoping, until Saturday. I won't unpack everything that's in my bag because I'm tired and I don't know yet if I've got space in the fridge for everything, so I don't want to take it out, and I've got nowhere else to put it. But I got 20 eggs, and even then I might need more. I got some oil, some sugar, some carrots, some cucumber, a broccoli. I'm sure I got something else, but I can't remember now. So yeah, I am now going to have lunch because I am quite hungry and it's 3:10 and I did go for a run today, and you are meant to refuel as soon as you get back from a run and I didn't. And then we'll figure out what we do about the fridge. But I'm gonna make the egg first. Can't wait. Hello. I have got an hour until I'm meeting family for pizza. This is a very typical, customary pre-Pesach thing where usually the night before Pesach, although in this case the night before is Shabbat, so 2 nights before, you go out for pizza because it's something bready, it's doughy, and most of your house is usually in a tip or inaccessible. Mine's actually alright, I probably could eat the bread rolls with something or whatever, but I thought it was very nice to be invited, and it's just a nice tradition. I'm not sure yet what I'll have. I think we've been here once before to the place that we're going to, and I don't remember loving the pizzas. I'm not a huge fan of pizza anyway, but maybe I'll have pasta or like bruschetta or something. But what have I done for the last few hours? I had lunch at 3:10 and it's now almost 6. I spent a bit of time singing, and I did end up filming a cover, and it's weird because like it's not perfect, and yet I've just uploaded it because, I don't know, for some reason I don't have inhibitions today. Strange. I mean, it's not going up till May, so, you know, if I decide to retake it before then, I can get rid of it. But anyway, that's done. So that did take a little bit of time filming it and then editing it and uploading it and all that. And then I did do a little bit more editing of yesterday's vlog, but not very much. I've still got a lot to go. In fact, let me see. I've still got 40 minutes to edit. Good fun. And most of these don't even look like they're time lapses. That's concerning. And then I did spend a little bit of time on Instagram, I think, but also not super long. So I just don't really know how it's already been 3 hours. But I suppose I only started making lunch at 3:10. So like I didn't have lunch probably until 3:30, maybe even 4:45. So then it's really only been about an hour. No, 2. Anyway. Oh, and then, that's another thing I did do. I have an audition to do tonight, which is why I'm wearing the makeup. And it's a weird one. They've given us scripts, but they've said you can improvise it. So I've just jotted down like the core information of every line that I have and sort of just tried to take it in so that by the time I do the tape tonight, because I'm going to do it with Wayne, hopefully I have a sense. I know what I'm doing. It's a weird one. So that did take a little bit of time as well. I'm going to keep, I think, going between either editing or social media, and because I realised, and this felt really good actually, I'd not been on social media all day. That feels really good. So yeah, I'm just busy with like screens basically. But I do feel pleased with how today's been so far. I'm happy with what I've done and also what I've not done, and you know, just chilling. I don't know if I'll see you later. We'll see. Bye for now. Hello. I am about to head out. I might even be late, which is obviously not intentional, but it's hard to judge. That's not true. I'm never late. I'm not in the mood. It will be lovely, I'm sure, once we're there. But I remember we did this, I think it was last year, maybe last year. And it was just so loud. It was such a loud place, and I don't love that. But I gotta go. I don't even have time to speak to you. I just wanted to say I'm not particularly in the mood, but it will be nice, I'm sure. Let's go. Hello. So yesterday evening, whilst I was very much not in the mood to go, it was actually a really lovely night and I wasn't late. I ended up getting there 1 minute before we were meant to meet, and I was the first one there. And it was just really lovely. It was a really wonderful night. And then when I came home, we did an audition, and I think it was okay, but it was just a very strange audition. So it was just weird, but we did it, and you know, it was done. And then this morning, I think I mentioned yesterday that I was considering going to a dance class, and I absolutely had the time to go if I had any motivation. I'd said to myself, if I want to make it for the dance class, I need to leave at 9:30. And when I woke up, I thought it was 9:40, although I couldn't remember if it was 8:40 or 9:40. When I checked again, it was 8:40, like 3, so obviously I did have time. And I did get up then. It's not even like I saw the time and went back to sleep. No, I woke up. I just decided not to go. And I'm not even sore from my run. Like I said, one of the reasons why I might not go is if I'm sore from my run. But I feel absolutely fine, which is great. But instead, all morning, the things I've been doing is editing videos, which has taken a long time, admittedly, listen to my audiobook, and played games on my phone, and spoken to family. And I've barely left my bed. So, that's something. I'm gonna have lunch now. And then I'm going to go to the shops, maybe not immediately after, but at some point before tonight. My parents reminded me that one of the foods we can have on Pesach, which I didn't realise or forgot about, is quinoa. And that will be perfect for lunches. So I'm going to buy some quinoa. I'm going to buy something for tonight because we don't have anything except potatoes. And I'm going to buy some flowers to bring to the people who are hosting us over the next 2 nights. So it shouldn't be a long shop. I just wish I'd thought about it yesterday, to be honest. But it's fine. I think what I'm actually going to do is have lunch and then shower and then put makeup on because I've got my headshots tonight and then it's just done. There is something about like coming out of the shower and putting stuff on your face that kind of does feel nice. It's weird. I think it's because it feels like it's fresh. I don't know. So I'll do that and then I'll go to the shops. And realistically, by the time I've done all that, it won't be that much longer until I need to go for my headshots anyway. And I think I'm going to bring a few different options because I was absolutely convinced I was going to wear my red knitted jumper, but she said no patterns and I don't know if it's considered a pattern. So I'm just going to see if I've got anything a bit more plain. I mean, I've got my pink jumper as well, but I kind of want to wear something that I don't already have me in a headshot wearing. And that's why I think the red jumper's really good. I suppose I could bring my red dress and wear that. I'll have a look. I'll have a look at a few different options. But yeah, it's just been a very lazy day. And I think tomorrow will be as well, but I actually know it won't tomorrow because tomorrow I'll be doing all the wiping of surfaces and making sure everything is ready for Pesach and, you know, putting away the last things. Anyway, I'm gonna fry myself an egg and then I will see you later. Bye. Hello. I'm not absolutely convinced about the hair, but we're gonna leave it for now and see how it dries. I didn't wet the top half, but I did wet the rest and then I brushed through it, so the top probably is a bit wet. Step 1 is brushing my teeth. Let's go. Okay, brush my teeth. Usually I would floss now, but I think what I'm gonna do is wait until sort of just before I leave, just in case I eat anything before then. I can make sure there's nothing in my teeth. So the next step, usually I presume would be moisturizer, but I don't have real moisturizer, but I do have this lotion that I've been using a couple of times, and it's definitely stolen from like a hotel or something. I'm just gonna pop that on my face. And then this is a weird one for me because she said full face of makeup, or if not, at least powder. Well, she said if you don't usually wear makeup. So obviously I'll do the eyes and the lips, but I wouldn't normally wear like a full face of foundation and I'm a bit nervous about doing that. I've got concealer, so I can put some concealer on, and then I've got like a powdered foundation, and so I might go with that rather than like the liquid foundation because I think that's just a little more subtle. So I think we'll do this, concealer, powder foundation, and then all the eyes and lips and rest of things. And the lips I'll probably reapply before I go as well. Let's go.
price for the newsies goes up in the morning.
Hello. That took me a long time. It's now 5 o'clock, so I'm gonna head out to the shops I think the lipstick is too pink for my liking, so I'm not going to wipe it off. I'm sure it's going to fade over the next hour or so. I need to leave at 6, I would say. Latest, like 5 past. And so I think between just an hour of it sitting on my lips and also probably drinking water and flossing, I think it will fade away and I will put my more neutral on top, even if it's just another layer. I just feel this is a little too unnatural for me. I've got my options on my bed. I've narrowed it down to 3. My top preference is still the red knitted jumper, but I've found 2 other options, both of which I don't have any headshots wearing, so that would be good as well. I'll just show them to you quickly. That's the red knitted jumper, that's a white long sleeve sort of flowy top, and then that's my red dress. And I'm just gonna wear this underneath and I can switch it out and put whatever I need on top. I think it's a very warm day. I haven't been outside yet, but in here it is so warm and sunny and everything. So I think if I go out wearing this and the red jumper and I'll bring a coat, I think I'll be warm enough. But I am going to head to the shops now and get the things I need. It shouldn't be much, it shouldn't take long. It's just always finding the motivation to go out of the house. But we're gonna do it and then we're gonna come back and then we'll see what happens. I don't know how much more I'm gonna be able to vlog though, because I think it's all gonna be quite rush, but I'll probably chat to you before I head out for the headshots. Also, I ordered a couple of things off Amazon yesterday or 2 days ago, which should all be arriving today. So I will check when I get back if they're here yet. I hope so, because then I can make my flourless chocolate muffins. Let's go. I'm back. I got everything. I'm really glad I made a list. But the one thing I didn't get, because they didn't have it, was the one thing I was most excited about getting, and that was quinoa. They just didn't have any, which I think is very uncool. I even asked someone where it would be and I went to the places even though I had already checked everywhere, and no luck. So, not thrilled about that. I couldn't even see a label for it, so it's just strange. I went out wearing my jumper because, you know, I feel a bit funny going out like this. But I'm sweltering, man. Gosh, it's hot. I've also more or less run out of fridge space now, and I had only cleared 1 shelf. So I think I've got about 20 minutes before I need to go, and this should take me 5. I'm just gonna empty out another shelf so that we're good to go. Good fun. All right, I'm gonna head out. I've got my bag with a water bottle and 2 different options. I couldn't find these earrings. I just found them very last minute, but I did have a little panic. But I think I'm ready to go. I can't wait. I'm actually very excited. I have also reapplied the slightly more neutral lipstick. We'll see. I'm excited. Let's go. Very rudely, my battery died as I was saying that I was gonna, and I won't see you again until Monday night at the earliest, and even then, potentially not. Going into Pesach feels like going into the fast. I say this almost every year. We have a fast, I have spoken about this before, called Yom Kippur, and it's 25 hours where you can't eat or drink and lots of other stuff. And there's always this like anticipation, as at least for me, as you go into it. And going into Pesach just feels exactly the same, basically. Because I think it's just that like worry of what if I don't sustain myself? And like, it's gonna be fine. I've got plenty of food, I'm not gonna starve, but there's just that mental like thing. And also because there are still things I need to do and we do still have chametz at home, like the stuff we're not allowed. I'm just like, it needs to be gone, but it will be gone. It will be gone by tomorrow, like 11:30 or whatever the time is. Also, sorry, I do need to like go, but I just realized this while I was on the bus. I have, and again, this is one of those things where I tell you something and maybe it would be better discussed in like a therapy room, but here we are. I have a thing where when I see school kids, either at school or like in a playground or in a park, because that's what happened today, I saw a bunch of kids playing in a park, I just get a hit with like extreme, not just like nostalgia, but also, I don't know what the right word is, like a sense of, I miss that and I want to be in that again. And I've spoken about this so many times on the channel. I have a really hard time of letting go of the past, and I've always said like I would love to be able to visit my younger self and like be her for a couple of hours and then come back to me now. And I'm curious as to like the psychological things that are going on. And I don't go to therapy, and I really probably should, and I want to find out like what's going on here, but not enough for me to go to therapy right now. But if anyone is a psychologist or psychiatrist or knows anything about this kind of stuff, feel free to comment below what this might be and if it's a more common occurrence or if I am rare and special. Right, I'm gonna go get ready for these long couple of days. But they should be nice. Hopefully they'll be nice. Yay. Bye.